Hey sis, have you found yourself in a place where, you should forgive? You know you should forgive, but it's hard. Not because it's like you don't want to do the right thing or anything like that, but because it's like the thing that happened really hurt. And part of you still is trying to process it. If that's you, sis, let's talk about it. Because the thing is that forgiveness after betrayal, honestly, it's not always instant. No, it's not. And it's not always easy. It's like sometimes you're still carrying the weight of what happened. Yep. You're still thinking about it. You're still feeling it. You're still trying to understand it. And when something cuts that deep, then what happens is it's like forgiveness can feel like you're being asked to let go of something that you haven't even fully healed from yet. So, how can you let it go like that if you haven't even fully healed from it yet? hmm But it's like, this is something important to understand though, because it's like forgiveness is not like pretending that it didn't happen. We're not going to just swoop over it and slide over it like it didn't happen. But it's also not excusing the behavior, not saying it was okay, and it's not allowing it to continue. That's not what it is. No, we're not going to just slide past it. We're not going to excuse the behavior. We're not going to say it was okay. And definitely, we're not going to allow it to keep happening. Yeah, no. So, forgiveness is like releasing, though, what's been sitting in your heart. You need to get it out because it's more so for you, not for them. So you need to get it out of your heart, because what happens is it's like when you hold on to it, it doesn't just stay in your thoughts. It sits and settles in your spirit. Yeah. That's why they say forgiveness is for you, not for them, because it affects you. They could have been and moved on, doing la la la, whatever else, and moved on to the next and the next and scoring the next and the next. Or they may still be with you or whatever if you're still in the relationship, but they may have moved on mentally and like, oh, just get over it. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. But the thing is that again, when you hold on to it though, it it lingers. It's not just in your thoughts, it's in your spirit, and it changes you. And what happens is like over time, it can turn into heaviness. Yep. It could turn into resentment. It's just so heavy. Next thing you know, you're having resentment. Next thing you know, you're emotionally distant. You have that wall up because at that time you don't have that balance because you're so hurt. But here's where we bring in balance. So, like, forgiveness does not mean that you remove your boundaries. No, 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 no. You don't remove your boundaries. You can forgive, but still protect your peace. You can release the hurt and still choose distance. You can keep, you can release it, but depending on what they did to you, that don't mean they have to be in your circle or still communicating and still have access to you just because you released it and you forgave them. That don't always mean that. So you can release the hurt and still have your distance. You can also let go like internally and still move with wisdom externally, because now you have more wisdom of how to move after, dealing with all that. And because also, like, forgiveness restores your heart, but the boundaries is what protects it. Forgiveness restores your heart, but your boundaries protect it. Protect your heart. And you can have both. You're allowed to have both, sis. So let's talk about like the part that actually makes forgiveness hard, okay? Because sometimes it's not just about what they did. It ain't just about what they did. Sometimes it's about what it changed in you when they did what they did. It affected like how you trust, how you see people, how you show up. And sometimes you're not just forgiving them, you're also healing what's broken in you and having to forgive yourself. And that right there, that takes time. Yeah. So if forgiveness for you has felt like it was difficult, or if it's been difficult, give yourself some grace. Okay? Just don't stay stuck. But at the same time, be honest about where you are right now with yourself. If you need to forgive, just say, hey, you know what? That's hard for me right now. I know I need to do it, but that's hard. But once you start, sometimes too, like, that's why, the Bible tells us too to pray for our enemies, or pray for those who spitefully use you. It's hard when you start praying for people that hurt you and stuff like that, but the more you pray for them, the easier it becomes. Yeah. But again, be honest where you are, because forgiveness is not force, it's a process. Okay, sis? It's a process. And sometimes, like I said, it starts with a simple prayer. You could say something like this: Lord, help me to release what I'm holding on to, even if I'm not all the way there yet. See how simple it is? You could say, Lord, help me to release what I'm holding on to, even if I'm not all the way there yet. And what happens is, it's like over time, that release becomes real, and you don't have to rush it. You just have to be willing. Okay? And that's where your freedom is going to begin. Okay? So if this message helped you, give you some clarity, some hope, please like and subscribe. And as always, I'm wishing you peace, love, joy, and happiness. My name's Melinda. I'm a registered nurse, a life coach, and a mentor. And on this channel, we focus on faith, healing, and emotional wellness. All right? As always, again, I'm wishing you peace, love, joy, and happiness. And hopefully you have a great day today. All right. Thank you. Love you guys. Bye.